Well, thanks, Martin, for joining. Martin's with DataFeedWatch, and I'm Austin Becker. I run an ad agency here in Indiana, and we work with a lot of e-commerce feeds for Google ads, for Facebook ads, for a lot of different platforms. And we we exclusively use DataFeedWatch to manage all our feeds. I think we manage about 30 or 35 feeds. Martin, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Austin. Great to see you again. My name is Martin. I'm with DataFeedWatch already for 8 years. I'm one of the customer success managers here at DataFeedWatch, also responsible for the partnerships. And yeah, Austin and myself, we already know each other for a few years, work closely together when it comes to different shops and feed marketing for different channels. So today in this video, we would like to show you something about how to connect your Shopify store with DataFeedWatch. And then in the next steps, I would like to show you the first steps of how to create a channel, how to use our newest AI feature at DataFeedWatch for title and description optimization. So yeah, we will walk you through this and show some useful tips and tricks how to boost your feed and how to improve it.
Cool, thanks, Martin. So I'll start by sharing how to set up DataFeedWatch on a shop. This is a Shopify shop. Of course, DataFeedWatch works with other platforms like BigCommerce, Magento, and more, but we'll just use Shopify for a example today. So I've got my demo shop here, and I'm going to go to my DataFeedWatch account, which already has some shops in it. But to start this new shop, I'm going to click Add Shop, and then I'll put in the name of it, Demo Shop, or Demo Beach Shop 3. And then I'm going to select the platform I'm on. Here you can see some of the other platforms that you can integrate DataFeedWatch with. And then I'll do Shopify. And then I've got to find my store's Shopify address. So I'm going to, let's see, go to online store. There's a couple different places to grab this, but I'm going to go here. So this is a development account. So you can still see it still has that .myshopify in it. If your store's live, you'll have to go to view page source and then just search for my Shopify, let's see, .com, and you'll see your your Shopify domain like this. So anyway, I'm going to grab that and put that into DataFeedWatch, and I'll hit next. Okay. And so I have credentials to this shop. If you're doing this on behalf of somebody else, you can use this option down below to send them instructions, but we're doing it for our Shopify store. So I'll keep the top option selected and I'll just hit next. And then I'll click install. Okay. And then I'll click install. And that's all it takes to get DataFeedWatch onto Shopify. And from here, it'll start downloading all the products. You can see there's a downloading message now. It's just downloading everything from the shop. And so that usually just takes a few minutes. If you have a big shop with 100,000 plus products, it could take maybe an hour or more, but with just a few items, it doesn't take that long at all. So that's all it takes to get this DataFeedWatch connected to your Shopify store. It's similar with other e-commerce platforms, but that's how to get started. So what I'll do is I'll wait for this to download, and then I'll let Martin share some more information on his end while this downloads the demo shop.
After Austin has now just uploaded or added the Shopify store to your DataFeedWatch account, which you saw is pretty easy and just takes a few minutes and just a few clicks, you can go into your DataFeedWatch account and then you will see your shop. You can click on Add Channel to select your country and the channel on which one you would like to advertise on. So here you have the list, for example, United States. And then here we have the list with all the channels we support in the US. And if you would like to advertise in Google Shopping, then you just need to look for Google Shopping US. Let me go a step back. So here we have already added the Google Shopping channel. You can see this channel, for example, includes 110 products and then has been updated just 10 minutes ago. You can edit this feed here at any time. And what you see here in DataFeedWatch, you need to go just through 3 steps. The first step is the mapping of the fields. In the second step, you can include or exclude some products. And then last but not least, you can do the categorization for your products. What you can see here on the left side are the required fields for Google Shopping in this case, like the ID, title, description, and other fields. And here you just need to map the right fields from your Shopify store to DataFeedWatch. Now, we just launched recently our newest AI feature, which can actually help you to improve your title. So instead of renaming here at this point, you will need to choose Optimize with AI. And you can, of course, select if this should happen for all products or just a certain group of products. But let me just quickly pull up here a preview to show you how our AI feature works. So now you can see here a preview of the titles. And in the middle, in this column here in the middle, you see your original title coming from your Shopify store, unedited. And here in purple on the right side, you can see the AI optimized title. Let me just quickly make this a bit larger. So with our newest AI feature, we are actually helping you to get more information into the title, some more relevant information. Like in this case, the brand is obviously called Demo Beach, but this would be, let's say, the brand in front of the title. What the product is, like the product type, the product name. You can see the color, the size, and in most cases also the gender or the product type. So I can definitely recommend you to try this out. This works right now in English, and it works really well because it's adding a lot of relevant information values to your title. The more information you have in the title, then better also your listing on Google Shopping is and your results. We can also do the same with the description. So what I'm often seeing is that the description is in some cases too short or too long. And also with our newest AI feature, we can help you to optimize this description. So our AI feature is trying to summarize this a bit more and trying to add also some more values to the title and to the description. So what you can see here on the right side in purple is the AI optimized description. You can see it's a bit shorter. The wording is a bit different in some cases. It has been a bit redefined. So I can also recommend you to take a look into this and to try out. Or in some cases, if, for example, your shop doesn't contain any description at all, our AI feature can help you to create those descriptions automatically. One more thing regarding the title I would mention here is that we also have an A/B test for the titles, which means that you can, for example, test an optimized AI title in comparison to your old original title, for example. Or you can try out that, for example, how it would work if, for example, you have your old title, just the product name and the brand at the end of the name, in comparison to an AI optimized title, which contains way more information. And then those different titles, you will see the results in Google Analytics. They will be tagged at the end, or the URL will be tagged at the end with title A version, title B version, and then you can just compare which title version works better for you. And then after that, you can select with which title version you would like to stay. Okay, so after you have optimized your title and descriptions, I can definitely recommend you to also check all other fields, fill them out, and also just go here down to the optional fields where you can set up some more additional fields, like, for example, condition, brand, gender, and also custom labels, what Austin is going to explain in a minute. Before that, I would like to show you quickly something about the categorization in DataFeedWatch, which is also now AI optimized. With the categorization part, which is also pretty relevant for Google Shopping, we can help you to find the right Google Shopping categories based on AI, based on the category tree, which you can see here. So we have selected the product type as a main information. And now here, you see all those product types from the shop, like the hoodies, sneakers, coats, and jackets, and so on. And you basically just need to type in one word here, or you just need to click on this field, and it will show you in purple right away all Google Shopping categories which are relevant and which fit to this product type, in this case, sneakers. So sneakers are shoes. So in this case, DataFeedWatch or our AI feature recommends you to pick apparel, accessories, shoes. Also with the other fields, so if you click here, you will see that you can also, for example, just select this one, which will be assigned to coats and jackets. Hats, also the same. Clothing, accessories, hats, just pick the right one, which will be assigned. You can also actually just open a preview here to see which products you have in this list here. But this categorization setup will just take you a few minutes, just a few clicks. And if you have just done this once, it will be applied to all new products that will be assigned to the category hoodies or sneakers, for example. And now, Austin would like to show you some more tips and tricks about custom labels and how to use them in DataFeedWatch and in the Google Shopping campaign.
Awesome. Thanks, Martin. So now that Martin has gotten our feed ready, I want to make some more fine-tuned adjustments to the title. What we have from Martin's work is this AI-generated title, which is great, but one thing that I want to change is I actually want to put a standard color in here. So if I take a look at our product page, this is that product page from which the data comes from. This is our fake sample item. What I have in the store data is I have these unique color names. So instead of pink, I have starfish. Instead of gray, I have stingray. Instead of orange, I have sunset. And these are fun color names to have on the store. And I don't need to change these on the store. But what I do want to change is I want to change them in here. So you can imagine if somebody searches for a hoodie, they're probably not going to search for the word starfish. They're more likely to search for the standard color name which would be pink in this case. And so what I've done is I've prepared a table where I have all of the unique colors on the left, and then I have their standard color equivalents on the right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to DataFeedWatch's internal field section, and I'm going to make a new internal field called, I think I'll call it standard color. Standard color. And then what I'll do is I'll copy this sheet URL, and note that you have to share it, make it viewable so that DataFeedWatch can see it. So I've shared it and made it viewable. And then I'm going to use the lookup table function here, and I'm going to tell DataFeedWatch, find the color option. The color option would be those colors that I had over here: starfish, sunset, stingray, etc. So find that in the store data, and then using the lookup table, replace whatever you find in the color option value, replace that with whatever you find in the value that's adjacent to it here. So let's go back and preview this. And you can see what DataFeedWatch did is it found the value starfish, and then it assigned it to a new value, pink. So here we have starfish and we have pink. And I could change this. Let's just say I change it to red for the sake of example. I'll close this and then I'll hit preview again. See, now it's red because I've changed it. So whatever you have here in the right-hand column is what will get assigned to that value in DataFeedWatch using the lookup table. To recap, the lookup table, all it does is it finds what's in the left-hand column, and then it assigns whatever it finds adjacent to that in the right-hand column. Okay, and so now I have my standard color name. I'm going to hit, well, first I'm going to do one thing. I want to make one rule. That's only if, because I don't want to apply this rule if there is no standard color available. Let's just say I have another item called midnight black or something like that. But maybe that's not in this list. So I want to make sure, because that could cause some issue. So I want to make sure that DataFeedWatch only applies this rule only if color option is in list. And that list is simply the same sheet. I'll just paste it again. So then DataFeedWatch will look at this and say, okay, if there's no color in this list for a certain item, then I'll just do nothing. That's how the rule works here. So I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go over to the channels. So I'm going to go to my Google channel. And then because I made a change, this feed is processing. So I'm going to wait for a moment while it finishes processing, and then I'll carry on. It should just take a minute or two. Okay, now that it's done, what I'll do is I'll go back here. Actually, sorry, I'm going to add a rule to the title, but I'm going to add a rule using this edit button. So I'll do replace single value. I'm going to tell DataFeedWatch, replace that original color option wherever you find it in the title, replace it with my standard color. So to repeat that, I want to use replace single value, and wherever you find color option, replace that with standard color. So I'll hit done, hit preview. And you can see on this item again, that Sunbeam Beach hoodie, the starfish one, DataFeedWatch has pulled in that pink value and placed it here. And here on this product, and for this stingray one, it's found the color blue and put that here. And so now when someone goes to search for a blue hoodie, for example, they could see this product. All right, cool. So that's a tip with the titles, to use standardized colors in the titles. That's the best practice that Google recommends for titles and colors. So I'm done with that. So now I'm going to go use a more advanced sample, or a more advanced demonstration of how to use that lookup table feature in DataFeedWatch. So I'm going to, let's say in this store, I want to advertise my products in separate campaigns based on their seller rank. So for example, I want to spend more money on my best sellers in Google ads or Facebook ads, whatever type of catalog shopping ad I'm running. I want to spend more on the top sellers and less on the medium and low sellers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a custom label 0 to segment my top sellers apart from the lower sellers. So I have my custom label 0, and what I'm going to do is I have this data already prepared. So here's all of my, from my Demo Beach supply shop, here's all my item IDs, and I've used a formula that I'll point out in just a moment, but I've used a formula that takes all of these items' revenue, and then based on that revenue, it will rank them in order from top seller down to like the lowest seller. So you can see I've got top 10 sellers is these 10 here, and then I've got top 25. You can see I've got 25 down here, then top 50, and then top 100. You can assign these values however you'd like. This could be really any value, but I'm just assigning it to top seller, or like top 10, top 25, and so on, so that I can find these in Google Ads and segment them out into their own campaigns. Okay, and so just like before, with the color, I'm going to use the lookup table, and I'll say, in this case, because I have my item ID in the first column, the column on the left, so I'm going to put that in here, ID. So look up the ID, and then let me grab this URL, paste that in there. So find that item ID, and then assign custom label 0. Here, let me push this out of the way. For custom label 0, wherever you find the item ID, find that item ID's value in column B, and then assign that. So I'll hit preview here. And we'll see now all of my custom label 0s are assigned to a sales rank. So this is a really useful tool for segmenting campaigns. And now what I showed you is how to do this in DataFeedWatch, but what I didn't show you is how I got this data in here. So I won't share the whole process of getting this in here because it would take too long, but basically I'm importing from GA4 the item revenue per item ID. That revenue then gets calculated with some formulas on this page, and then it gets assigned to a sales rank. And the way I've set this up, I've actually used a data import tool. So Supermetrics or Adveronics, there's different tools that you can use to import this data. You might even be able to use a script that ChatGPT makes for you to import directly from GA4. You can try that too. I've used a data import software platform to pull these in daily. And so that way, every day, my top 10, top 25, and so on sales ranks are updated. And because DataFeedWatch updates all of this on a regular basis, I have this set to update once a day at midnight. I could have it update twice a day or more, but I have it right now set to update once a day at midnight. So every day, once this runs and gets the latest data, then this will run and have updated custom label 0s. So in that way, if I make, for example, a campaign in Google Ads that's just for the top 25 sellers, even if those top 25 sellers change throughout the year, they'll automatically get segmented and put into that campaign that is segmented by custom label 0 to just the top 25 sellers. So those are two good examples of how you can use lookup tables and your own internal fields in DataFeedWatch to really customize the product titles, but also your ad segmentation in your Google Ads or your Facebook ads or wherever else you're running ads using a product data feed. Since that's all we have time for here, there's plenty more tutorials and tips that I post on my channel on how to use DataFeedWatch and how to get the most out of your product feeds in general, whether that's for Google Shopping or for your Facebook product catalog. But yeah, that's all we have time for today. Thanks, Martin, for joining. I wonder if you have anything else you'd like to leave us with before we finish?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Austin. Great tips. We just wanted to keep this video pretty short, but if you need any further help with your data feeds, I can tell you that with Austin, you are definitely in good hands. He has a lot of knowledge about e-commerce, about how to use DataFeedWatch. You saw that he's using actually some advanced rules, how to optimize and how to create a feed. Whenever you will have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to us. Also on datafeedwatch.com, you will find a lot of useful and helpful articles on our blog. We also have case studies and some ebooks which you can download and read with some tips and tricks about e-commerce, data feed optimization, Google Shopping, etc. So yeah, just feel free to reach out to us if you need any help. One more thing regarding the custom labels, you can also use them at any time, for example, for your bestseller products or seasonal products, a winter end sale, Black Friday. So I can definitely recommend you to take a look into your campaigns, what you're doing right now. And I can definitely recommend you to discuss this further with Austin and myself to see how you can get more out of your feeds and your campaigns within this year. But yeah, thanks a lot, Austin, for those examples. And yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Martin. Appreciate your time coming on. And yeah, we'll both be here to help any of the viewers if you need help with your data feeds or Google Shopping ads. So, all right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a good day.